time. Put that pin to that pad like a scan. Man, I'm minding my business, my franchise. I've been like I'm mankind. Man, you think you can beat me? I'm live, man. These losing it. Man, and this sweat every line. Man, I seen it for real with my eyes. I could look like a lottery. Grand prize, but I'm probably the humblest. I ain't really type that will speak on it. I walk on a beat, put my feet on it. It's easy to, I don't reach for it. Then I kick back like it recoiled. Y'all hating a lot, swear they be faking a lot. I stray away from the ops. They like to fixate, they just like my mixtape. They can't wait for the drop. Been counting so much that my hands tired. Never scared of high stakes like a vampire. I be like a campfire. No, I'm not in the, my hands tied. I'm that guy. You be saving them people flash drive. Tell them I ain't wasting no time. Put my pen to that pad like a scan truck. I be counting so much that my hands tied. Never scared of high stakes like a vampire. I be like a campfire. No, I'm not in the, my hands tied. I'm that guy. You be saving them through flash drive. Tell them I ain't wasting no time. Put my pen to that pad like a scan truck. Be running the mouth. Why they mad? Cause I'm flying in handouts. I don't sag. Don't catch me with my Nazi stand up. Turn them. Hailing cats while your hand out. Cut the family tree and had a branch out. Look, I remember being in the kitchen, had to like a bad child. Whoa. Always acting for like a full court and going back and forth with the team. Those my from the start, I put that on my heart. I swear I wear it on my sleeve. No, my is the realest, really cut different. So I think it's in the genes. Yeah, it's really all or nothing. Quit it with the bluffing. Really nothing. I be counting.
Amazing thing. I've been playing this game for a very long time, man. Just trying to make a player look
so much that my hands tired. Never scared of high stakes like a vampire. I be like a campfire. No, I'm not in the, my hands tied. I'm that guy. You be saving them through a flash drive. Tell them I ain't wasting no time. Put that pen to that pad like a scan truck. I be counting so much that my hands tired. Never scared of high stakes like a vampire. I be like a campfire. No, I'm not in the, my hands tied. I'm that guy. You be saving them through a flash drive. Tell them I ain't wasting no time. Put that pen to that pad like a scan truck. Yes, one.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from...
Well, Kevin.
David Aldridge, thank you. Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiseman's out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Position. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward.
On the block shot, Dylan won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Curry against Morant. And it's Stephen Curry with a three.
This is what the fans come to see. Steph at his finest, putting on a show.
Morant drives in. Green with the block. They retain possession. Here's Wiggins. Here's Wiseman. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defensive end. Didn't hesitate to challenge the shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Morant. Score the basket. Nice shot. Missing his first attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move. to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop. To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Brooks against Curry. From downtown, another three for Golden State. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop it.
And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Brooks outside. Valanciunas inside. Here's Jackson. Morant outside. Jackson passes to Valanciunas. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
Here's Curry with the three. It's good from long range. Curry's got 11 points.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
To the paint, moves back up, and Valanciunas with the layup.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Thompson finds Curry. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Some changes for Memphis. Allen's checked in for Kyle Anderson, and Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Kelly Oubre's checked in for the Warriors. Passes to Allen. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And the basket by Curry.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
From deep three-point range, and another three for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And there's the pass to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Wiseman. Pass to Curry. The three. Wiggins surveying the floor. For three, Oubre. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Grizzlies shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
So both teams making some changes here. Good on the second free throw. 1:52 left here in the first quarter. They double team Curry. This one for 3. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 13-point game. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Here's Tillman. Another shot. They shoot again, and it's blocked. Oubre outside. You can't get that one, and it's Memphis the other way. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the basket by Jackson.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Back to Bazemore. Some nice passing by Golden State. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Bazemore. Curry's got 23.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
To the inside, Jackson kicks to Jones. Shoots over Curry. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Jones. To the middle. Tries again. It's blocked.
Bazemore, an excellent shot blocker for his size. His 7-foot wingspan catches you off guard.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. Bain, and it's blocked. Knocked away. Curry fires from way outside. He made it! He made it!
Yes, he did!
Yeah. That's amazing.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And if they keep draining the threes like this.
Can't tell how many shots I've taken.
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Jackson. And it's Melton in at the 2.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
And it's in there. And the Warriors lead by 14.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's two things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy. Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Here's Looney. Passes it to Poole. Launches a 3. Tillman grabs the miss.
He's an okay long-range shooter, but not with a defender right in his face.
Second shot opportunity. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors leading by 14. Bazemore with it. He's picked up by Morant. Bazemore misses.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Here's Tillman. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 17 points was their biggest margin. Lee passes to Toscano. Bazemore. No one around him. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
He gets it off quickly. Bazemore much improved on the catch and shoot.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Melton. Green with the block.
What a play from Draymond to rise up and send it back. He really takes pride in his defense.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Poole, the pass to Thompson. No good with the triple.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the three.
Warriors leading by 14. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. At balls, nice feed that time from Wiggins. Thompson's got 6.
That buttery jumper reigning true. Clay's confidence from range, unbelievable. In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Poole. That 3 off the mark. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. Thompson for the triple. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Morant outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Anderson. Allen comes in for Milton. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And you just got to love Steph's passion for the game. Even his pregame workout has drawn attention.
GA, let me give you this little story. One time in high school, he got so pumped before a game, he actually hurt himself. He jumped up, hit his forehead, and had to get stitches. The man just loves to play, and he loves this game.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Jones from outside. Oubre pulls it in. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Curry fires from way outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Brooks outside. Over Wiggins, and that one's good. Brooks has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Curry. Lays it up off the glass.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Allen outside. Here's Valanciunas, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Those are the plays where you see the strength of Valanciunas. The contact didn't bother him. Him at all.
Warriors leading by 20. Outside, Green. Top of the key, Wiseman. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jones in the post. Curry meets him. Here's Valanciunas, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
He usually shoots a high percentage in the paint, and on that play, Valanciunas got it done.
Lee finds Curry. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Toscano misses the three. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Here's Valanciunas, and he converts the layup. He's got 10.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
With 1 on the clock, and it's Curry laying it in.
Tremendous day at the office for the former NBA scoring champion, Steph on a mission.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 33 points for most of the past decade.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Wiseman in at the center. Outside Curry. There's the triple. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Back to Anderson. No good on the three. Warriors leading by 16. They're running. Here's Wiggins. Denied by Morant. And here we go. Here's Tillman. Green with the block. But they'll get another chance. And it's Morant missing.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Thompson for the triple. Buries it from three-point range. Thompson's got 12.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hint the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Poole's checked in. Warriors leading by 17. From outside the arc, trains the three-pointer. Poole's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Thompson against Morant. Thompson surveying the floor. Another 3 for Golden State.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down. He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half, nothing in the second.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Count it. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Thompson way outside, and it's Thompson again missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover. Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Here's Melton. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Warriors leading by 19. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Nice to see Looney getting involved with the slam there. An athletic player who provides some muscle for them around the rim.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Oubre for three. And another three for Golden State.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Rob. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Thompson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And we hear a player's attacking rehab. You know, Greg, by all accounts, Clay took it to another level.
He said he hadn't stopped working since the third day after the NBA Finals. There was even some talk of him coming back toward the end of the year, but the Warriors quickly shut that down, knowing how much he means to this franchise.
Jones checked in for Memphis. Then for the Warriors, Wiseman's checked in for Kevon Looney. Damian Lee comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Stephen Curry in for Kent Bazemore. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nobody near Allen. Offline with his three. Smooth sailing for Golden State. Outside Curry. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got 35. Allen for three. Knocks down the three ball.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The tray. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 38 points.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad situation. Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Outside Curry. Gets it off. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The 3 quarters of play. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Justice Winslow out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Tillman in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Jones. Makes it off the glass. Jones has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Memphis.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Lee finds Curry. From deep. Tillman grabs the miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Fires high post. Come on. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. It's tipped. Wiggins dishes to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got 44.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Brooks against Lee. Now the pass to Curry. Over Morant. Curry can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Curry against Morant. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Golden State.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Took him no time at all on that one. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Timeout called the Warriors. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, ouch. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Allen for the 3, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Curry outside. That shot off, and Memphis the other way now.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Sinks the triple.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
And it's Memphis on the break. Allen leading the charge.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Morant against Curry. And yep, another basket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The 3 from Morant. The second chance effort. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 17. Now here's Curry. The 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. Morant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Morant's got 12 now in this quarter.
Smooth shot from Ja Morant. Coach has to love that confident play.
Here's Wiseman. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
The Warriors took a big chance on trading for Wiggins. The Wolves were so desperate to get rid of his contract, they added a top 3 protected first-round pick into the package.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
And the Warriors, in their own right, got rid of D'Angelo Russell's huge contract, but the deal was also about fit.
It was, G.A. At the time, they were looking for a small forward, and Andrew Wiggins put them in the mind of a Harrison Barnes. He's more athletic, though. And then for the Wolves, D'Angelo Russell was a guy they needed in the backcourt. Interesting to see how both these guys' career end up.
Yeah, good job. Trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful. And for everything this guy gives you on offense, Thompson has finally gotten his due as a defensive stopper.
G.A., I don't think he still gets his due. He's still underrated in my opinion. Yes, he made the all-defensive team in 2019. In addition to his offensive responsibilities, he has to guard the opponent's best scorer. I would love to see Klay Thompson get to the line a little bit more. Thompson hits about 85% for his career.
A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Steph Curry.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
He misses the free throw.
You know, in most NBA drafts, Ja Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. From deep three-point range, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Jackson from long range. Allen passes to Valanciunas. Out to Morant. For 3. Not going to go that time. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Oh, look at that!
I'm going.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Pascal. Here's Looney, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
That's good from Morant. Both free throws good from Morant. Here's Mulder. Pass to Pascal. Fires for three. No good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Celebrating. I was more attracted. You was on the block, you was hating. You ain't doing nothing, you ain't elevating. You see us in the club and we're celebrating. I was more attracted to the money making. You was on the block, you hating. You ain't doing nothing, you ain't elevating. You see us in the club and we're celebrating. I was more attracted to the money making. You was on the block, you was hating. You ain't doing nothing, you ain't elevating. You see us in the club and we're celebrating. Yo, don't compare me to none of these rappers. Nah, not me. I'm giving tutorials out. I'm giving guidance. What else? To them young G's. Go on with your... But your whole crew ain't gonna be able to do that. Nah. Get about 3 months, your canteen gonna slow up. I'm telling you. They ain't even gonna send you no money. No visits, feeling overcomes me fast. Afraid of how long this won't last. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph. Thinking about the times we had. Memories shattered like their glass. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph.
Stare through your lens. Blind from my flash. Can't make amends. I know you're too attached. All of your friends, I know they hate me bad. Call me again, so I know you're still mad. I get my ego stuck on drama. I don't mean to be the villain, but I'd rather you be than just indifferent with your feelings. I know my issues are the problem. I miss you every morning. These memories alive in every picture of you.
The feeling overcomes me fast. Afraid of how long this won't last. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph. Thinking about the times we had. Memories shattered like their glass. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph.
Yeah. She told me that she want me back. She told me that she miss our past. Hail Mary, throw me out like that. Hail Mary, I'll be praying off like a pass. Little boys growing up with no daddies like. Little boy running out the track, I'll be faster. Photographs posted on my wall, baby. All my feelings out up on the floor, now they staggered.
The feeling overcomes me fast. Afraid of how long this won't last. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph. Thinking about the times we had. Memories shattered like their glass. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph. The feeling overcomes me fast. Afraid of how long this won't last. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph. Thinking about the times we had. Memories shattered like the glass. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph. The feeling overcomes me fast. Afraid of how long this won't last. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph. Thinking about the times we had. Memories shattered like their glass. Looking at a photograph.
my darling. Broke, stand to the left. Now I gotta know the best to deposit. I feel the real.
You've been playing 2K all your life. What modes do you play on?
I play everything. Team up, my career, my team.
Know the rest, all I gotta see, all I need to compete, my darling. Broke, stand to the left. Now I gotta know the best to deposit. I feel the real, know the rest. Yeah, they know the rest. Don't have respect. The word about to tear the club up. Out of this world. Big pop, top charts like Scott. Why yo hopscotch on them? Know a couple really got.
You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in down. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
Great stuff as always, GA. Thanks. So the Nets starting 5. We've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's Drummond in at the center. A shot by Harden, wide open, nailed from three-point land. Harden's got the game going here with the first basket for the Nets.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden. Is as good as it gets. And you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Beyond the arc. He doesn't hit that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. LeBron trying. Oh!
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Down low. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Takes the 3. And that one's good. James. LeBron's got his second bucket of the night.
There is an extensive list of the things you've got to check off as a defender when you're guarding LeBron James. I'll tell you this, just guard every spot on the floor. How's that?
And Davis sends it back. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Harden draws the double. Durant for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in, it's Drummond with the drive. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. A deep 3 from Durant. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Count that one.
Come on, this guy's so explosive when he comes into the painted area. Dennis Schroeder, a spark plug right now.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. LeBron against Harris. LeBron outside. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Here is Harden following the basket by LeBron James. Davis with it. He's picked up by KD. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Harden. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
KD on the wing. For the 3, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Look, Kevin Durant is a dead-eye sniper, right? He takes pleasure in putting it to the defense from there.
LeBron passes to Davis. James against Harris. From deep. Drummond in the post. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
KD dishes to Griffin. Durant in the corner. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Irving looking for an opening. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot.
Timeout.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your plays, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the evening. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now here's Kuzma. Poke loose. 1:16 left in the first. The pass to Horton Tucker. And the Lakers with another miss. Nets trail by 3. Now here's Irving. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Harrell.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
13 feet away. 3 from Matthews. They get the rebound. Harrell, the pass to Horton Tucker. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Brown finds Dinwiddie to the paint. The kick out to Brown, and there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Dinwiddie outside. Irving with a clean look. He nails it, and we're tied up. Irving's got 6.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Count the basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Nets have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. The drive by Green.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Knocked loose. He gets it up, and that one released Just in time, but no good. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Lakers ahead, leading by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Naturally a ball-dominant.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course,
giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Brown, also Green out there, and it's Irving in at the point guard position. Here's Caruso, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. He has 7.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 1 on the bucket from Green. That's tipped. Kuzma with it. He's picked up by Irving. Harrell trying to free himself up. And good that time. Kuzma's got his first basket of the night. Timeout called, the Nets. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played, and it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Irving.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Lakers leading by 3. James looking around. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. For 3, Durant bangs home the trifecta. KD's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Boy, how about the range from Kevin Durant? Dial it in from another zip code.
James against KD. Back to James. Takes a 3, and Durant sends it back. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. That shot misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And the Lakers call time here. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Caruso, he's got 7, buries the long-range jumper. Caruso's got 10.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Irving double team. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. James against KD. Fires from deep. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots. Caldwell Pope outside. And it's off the back rim, no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. The 3 from Harden. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Harden's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Brooklyn. Caruso looking for an opening. It's up a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Drummond's checked in for Gasol. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Here's James. James Harden picking up that last basket. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Lakers trailed by 5 and stolen by Harris. Durant deciding where to go with it. Kicks to Brown. Durant against James. 4 on the shot clock. Off target from 3-point range.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Now here's Brown. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And stolen by LeBron. Lets it go from deep. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Well, we always talk about the power of LeBron James, but how about the grace on the pull-up there?
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Harris. It's stolen by Davis. For the finish. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
And again, it's the Nets missing. James outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And so it's LeBron James making things. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 19 points. And that does it for our halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Lakers leading by 5. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Harrell. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Matthews, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Harris against James. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep, Harden. A three-pointer is right on target. Harden's got 22.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And that one's good, Irving.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
LeBron against Harris. James with the bucket. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's LeBron after the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that 6th sense. Wow, what a pass.
Harden dishes to KD. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Harden. Nets passing it around. Durant kicks to Harden. 5 to shoot. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. And it's Johnson in for Harris. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And so he makes both from the line. Outside Irving. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Harden, no good. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. They lead by 4, and he makes that one.
Well, nice Nice job by Wesley Matthews to read the defense and put it on time and on target.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
On its way from Irving for two, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Los Angeles leading by 6. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Morris, and there's another one for the Lakers. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And no doubt coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And a new group in for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Johnson. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. James with it, picked up by Brown. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Nets trail by 8. Brown outside. From deep. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
You don't see bigs with a handle like Davis's. How do you stop that?
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Lakers leading by 10. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Let's go. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Brown.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Here's Schroeder. Off target at the rim.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Here's Dinwiddie. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Knocks down the step-back J.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Nets trail by 10. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. From deep, Green hits it from three-point range. Green's got 7 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now, here's Brown after LeBron James's miss. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A three ball. Second chance shot. Drummond trying to get himself free, and it's laid in by Davis. He's got 8.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's Brown, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
So it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So for Brooklyn now, Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Now here's Brown from deep three-point range. Jeff Green on the wing. Here's the three. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. Nets trail by 7. Outside Irving. There's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Another shot, and no problem from Harrell as he finishes at the rim.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And here's Harden. From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. Harrell's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Nets also making a change. Durant's checked in. Now here is Harris. Rebound the Lakers. Harrell's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Caruso, guarded by Harden. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And all Davis needs is the right positioning. Once he's established, dunking becomes easy.
Now here's Harden. From the arc. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Lakers the other way. Now Caldwell Pope banked in off the glass. And it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Caruso. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Caldwell Pope against Irving. Shoots the three. But they get it back. Harden with it. From deep three-point range. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Fires the three. The Lakers with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
That's just great concentration by Wes Matthews. Absorbs the hit and nails it.
On the free throw, no good. Nets trailed by 19. And Durant puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried.
know it takes patience, but what ever want it, it means much more when you know you work for it. Turning my dreams into real life scenes, thoughts and emotions into real life things. More cautious of what I think, careful on what I speak. They say imagination become your reality.